For one final time,
Wow.
we welcome you to the warehouse in beautiful Jersey City, New Jersey. It is time for the championship of Blitzball Battle 3, presented to you by Shady Rays. Head on over to shadyrays.com. Use the code word warehouse. Get 40% off your next pair of shades. Hi, everybody, and welcome Pete Moylan, Chris Rose, Kelsey Wingert, Paxton Elrod, all here for championship day. And boy, what a gem we have got for you. Team Como, a pair of college kids from the University of Missouri. They have come into the warehouse. They have stomped their feet, swung their bats, pitched those blitz balls.
Yep.
They are 4-0 so far. They are ready to take on We Got Ice. This is actually a rematch we saw from earlier in the postseason, a 7-6 walk-off win by Team Como. They are feeling confident based on what they did against Jack Doyle.
Yeah, they sure are. Jack Doyle has been the cream of the crop pitcher in this tournament and the ones before it. A two-time Cy Young Award winner. Really struggled for the first time that you and I have seen really ever. Struggled to throw strikes, struggled to be able to miss barrels, honestly. Sammy and Caden really took advantage of him in that last game, but Jack's going to bounce back. He bounced back in the last game, and now they're in the championship.
Yeah, in that previous game against Team Como, Doyle recorded only one out, gave up 7 runs, including a pair of big blasts to Sammy Reazer.
Yeah.
How do you get past that if you're a pitcher and you know you have to face that competition again?
Short memory. I heard them talk about it in the press conference. They're considering themselves underdogs now, so they've got a little bit of momentum. They've got a little bit of... They've got the last victory, so they can roll with that and roll into the championship.
In the meantime, coming into this season, Team Como, they were the biggest mystery coming into this. We knew they were talented. They play a ton of blitzball in Columbia, Missouri, but could they adjust to the atmosphere? Could they adjust to the rules? I think they have done just fine. Let's check out their path to the championship. So here we go. Oh! Locked him up. Oh! That ball's launched and it hits the Devastator. A ball tap, fielded cleanly, and Team Como has won. Going underhand and he gets blue. Wow. That ball was great. And a 5 spot for Team Como. There you go.
Glad to see one.
That ball's hit, and it hits the Devastator and falls. That ball's nailed, and that is a walk-off win. Como is the number 1 seed. Oh my God! A grand slam has given the college kids the lead. There's the ball, and there's a game winner. They have advanced to the championship. Peter Moylan, one thing they can definitely do is swing the bats. They average more than 6 runs per game.
They have probably, I'm not sure if we measured this, but I can see it from here. They are leading the league in exit velo too. They absolutely demolish blitz balls around this place. So, look, I think we'll see a change of tack from Jack Doyle. I think he's going to come with a different style of pitching. He can pick up a blitz ball and make it do whatever he wants. So he's going to figure something out.
In the meantime, no team knows the nooks and crannies of the warehouse better than We Got Ice.
True.
I really think, Jack Doyle and Zoe, not only are they roommates, I think they sleep here. I got to be honest with you, and if so, I wouldn't mind if they picked up their clothes and cleaned the dishes out of the sink occasionally. In the meantime, We Got Ice. How did they get here? Oh, that ball is... Oh! That is it! Yeah. Oh, he got him. That was just nasty.
I got him!
He got him! That ball's ripped, and it's a grand slam! That ball's hammered. Oh! And you can see, wow!
Oh my God! This is no one else's tournament but so.
The 1,000th hit in Jack Doyle's warehouse career. That ball hammered. Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
The defensive wizards of We Got Ice!
And We Got Ice is off to the title game. Got to be honest with you, Pete Moylan.
I prefer you would be.
The thought that Zoe would be playing in a championship game as of Blitz Battle 1 is nothing short of almost a laughable statement. I mean, the guy has improved so significantly, and he's really the biggest reason they're here.
It's one of the most incredible turnarounds we've witnessed in this very stadium, this very warehouse. You mentioned something earlier that stuck with me. You said that the banner that is on the wall says Team Jack. Now, how good would it feel to get your own banner up there? And I think that's what's going to motivate these two today.
And, of course, Zoe is a huge reason why that Team Jack banner hangs. It was his walk-off homer off of Dan Canobia that won them the one-inning roulette league.
Yes.
But even though they've played more blitzball than just about anybody in the history of the warehouse, they know they are dogs today.
We want to harmonize to start the press conference?
Yeah.
That
Beautiful.
wasn't good.
All right, guys, let's start off first by just tell us how you feel. Tell us how you're feeling going into the championship game.
Feel good. Feel relaxed and ready to have fun.
I feel so relaxed because I do feel like we're the underdogs in this game. So if we pull off an upset, we get a banner.
Right?
Pretty cool. We're going to just play for fun.
So this is the second time you guys are obviously matching up against Como. First time you guys played an incredible game, came up short. How are you going to attack them a little bit differently this go around, try to pull out a victory?
We're gonna try to have fun. We're gonna attack them with fun. Last time, I think we started good, but we accidentally got into a little bit of a dogfight, and most times we're not gonna win that dogfight. So as we said before, we're gonna bring a squirt gun to a knife fight.
Squirt gun to a knife fight. Might I ask where this quote originated from and why that felt right to say?
Great question.
I just came up with it.
So the mind of Jack Doyle.
It feels fitting.
Perfect. Is it going to be on a T-shirt? Are we going to see it in the merch store anytime soon?
I'm
think so, actually.
I'm interested in a T-shirt. I'm more of a long sleeve kind of guy, so if we could have multiple options, that'd be good.
Perfect. So I know in your last...
Bring a T-shirt to a long sleeve fight.
That's enough for me.
that
It
feels...
kind of works with any format.
It doesn't,
It
yeah.
does, though.
That one wasn't as good as
It
this
That
doesn't
wasn't
work.
as
It doesn't
good.
work.
That wasn't as good.
Well,
So
let's try to be better about that in the game.
Yeah.
you told Kelsey in your post-game about this upcoming championship match that you just have to go with your instincts. You just have to get out of your head. So how exactly are you going to do that in pitching-wise whenever it comes to beating Como?
I think I'm going to pitch like I've never pitched before.
Perfect.
Because like I normally pitch is with a 69 speed limit, that's their BP. So I can't, with 69 miles per hour, I can't out pitch them. So I have to get creative. I have to do some weird stuff. I have to throw pitches that I haven't thrown this tournament yet. I've really stuck with the slider two-seam that's been working against everyone else, but for them, a 69 slider, 69 two-seam, they see that a lot. So we got to get crafty. We got to use the warehouse. I got to use all the elements of my squirt gun, all the water in my squirt gun.
Perfect. Now, Jimmy just actually popped in here and showed you a very inspirational clip. There was a lot of clapping. There might have been a few tears, right? Is Jimmy going to be acting as your manager mentor during this match?
We're not sure. We had a lot of candidates for manager.
We really have.
We're going to see who steps up or if we're our own managers
Perfect.
this game.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for your time. Best of luck out there on the field.
Thanks,
you.
Pax.
So what do you think? Do you think that thing's going to end up on a T-shirt or not?
It has to. It absolutely has to.
Yeah.
They come up. Sometimes there's always a saying that comes out of this place. It doesn't just has to happen naturally. You can't force these things, and we saw that.
Are you a water gun guy? I mean, do you grow up with those things in Australia? Do you
We did,
play
but
with
they
them?
shoot
Or?
backwards, so you got to aim it the other way.
Oh, that's so bizarre.
Yeah, we are. Look at me.
I know. Oh, you also drive on the other side of the road.
You guys drive on the other side
And
of
the
the road.
steering wheel's on the... Oh,
And you
God.
measure things the wrong way. You
don't
make
have time to talk
fractions out of that shit. Let's
Yeah.
just go ahead and use the millimeters and centimeters that are right there in front of you. No math.
In the meantime, the water gun to a... the squirt gun to a... what was it? A knife fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that word trickled into Team Como's locker room.
Okay, guys, we're heading into the championship game here at Blitzball Battle 3. You guys are taking on We Got Ice, who you had a big walk-off win against them. In the last game, you really got to Jack Doyle. What can you guys take away from that last win versus them that you'll carry over into today?
I think the biggest thing we'll take away is that it's not going to be easy. Those guys play a lot of blitzball, wiffle ball, whatever it is. They've been in the warehouse. They know the warehouse. They're going to use the warehouse. And as you saw in the game before, Jack's going to find a way to make some plays. Zoe's going to find a way to make some plays. So biggest takeaway is just no letting up and playing the best we possibly can. And, yeah, pretty much
Yeah,
what I got.
we know they're going to make some big plays. We know they're going to make some big hits, but it's fighting through the storm, definitely. Because they're going to come out and ready to play. I know it. But I know that we can be the better team and that we're usually the better team. But I know it's their warehouse. They are in here all the time. So we got to be ready for anything. It's anyone's ball game.
You just said you're normally the better team. The way Jack Doyle explained it is they are bringing a squirt gun to a knife fight. What is your response to that?
I mean, can't go wrong with a good water gun fight. So we might have to pull up with a water gun of our own. But I don't know. That's
a great analogy, actually.
I don't know.
Very cocky of you.
I was gonna say a water gun is a little bit soft. So I don't know if we have a knife. If they have a water gun, I don't know if we're at the knife level.
I was thinking
yet.
more of like a baseball bat.
Yeah, maybe like
They
a
got a
bat.
baseball bat.
Bat and a knife. They could hit us with the dull end of the bat. We might stab them a couple of times. We'll see how that goes.
Back and forth, definitely.
Yeah, definitely some analogies to be made between the two blitzball teams here.
We've talked so much about Jack Doyle, but Zoe has really stepped up. Defensively, he's figuring it out on the mound. He drove in a lot of runs in their last game. What kind of X factor can he be in this game?
I mean, he's so passionate. We know he wants to win really, really bad. But the thing is that we know we can attack him when he's on the mound. We just got to be ready for it when he's on the mound. But wow. He's improved a lot. I've seen him at the start, and where he's at now, I'm super proud of him. But today's war. Like he's our enemy today, so should be a good one.
You guys have been sitting around all day waiting for the championship game. Just had lunch. Did you eat lunch?
Yes.
I ate just a little bit.
So you don't get
enough to get me through my knife fight. Whatever we're about to do. I don't even know if we're about to play blitzball. We might just go in there and hug each other and leave. I couldn't tell you. But
or we're doing a water gun fight. We'll see.
We might. There might be water balloons too. We don't know.
Anything
we're still
happens in
figuring
the
it out.
warehouse after being here for 5 days.
Yeah.
It gets dark. It's a long 5 days.
Yep.
And it all comes down to this. So
if we just go in there and play rock, paper, scissors and leave, don't be surprised.
one more for me. Pitching strategy today. Are you changing it from your last game versus We Got Ice?
No, I think I'm going to mix up my pitches just like yesterday. I'm going to start off on the mound. The plan is to start off good and then hand it over to Sammy because Sammy's the MVP of this team, and we're going to keep riding on Sammy's back. But I'll assist him. When needed.
Nice.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
Yep. All that being said, with the analogies and all, we're definitely going to play blitz. It's not like we're not joking around. We're here to play some blitzball and going to be really fun. So I'm excited for it.
You're the knife.
Good luck.
All right, I love it how those kids can switch gears. They're like, oh, you know what? We might do rock, paper, scissors. We'll play with squirt guns, and then, but we're really here to take it seriously and win the $10,000.
Well, the minute they step out there, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about 10 grand. We're talking about 2 college kids and $10,000 cold hard cash. How can you not get a little bit nervous? That could be a factor in this game also.
Quick reminder that Blitzball Battle 3 is presented to you by our friends over at Shady Rays. We want you to head on over to shadyrays.com. Type in the code word what?
Warehouse.
That's right. You're going to get 40% off your next pair of shades. In addition to that, you also get early access to the John Boy Media and Shady Rays collab pairs, which are dropping later this summer. Jimmy's got a pair. Jake's got a pair. Nobody else at the company has a pair yet. But you know what? We're working on that. We're just formulating the relationship with that sort of stuff.
It's early, as they say.
Oh, yeah. So go sign up for that today. And don't forget to use the code word warehouse. All right, so a lot of numbers bouncing around Blitzball Battle 3. Our buddy Jolly putting it in perspective.
All right, guys, we're here. We're finally at the grand final of the tournament. It's a rematch between Como Blitzball and We Got Ice, the former match going to Como Blitzball. Let's talk about them first. It has been the Sammy Reazer show. His 3 home runs and 19 RBIs lead all Blitzball Battle 3 hitters. He has 7 more RBIs than second place Lou Dab and Trevor Plouffe. On the mound, it's been a bit of a different story, though. He's thrown 180 pitches, by far the most of anyone in the tournament, even after Trevor Plouffe pitched an extra game ahead of him. And Sammy Reazer's 13 walks on the mound is the most allowed by a pitcher. His 4-0 record is pretty good, despite an ERA of 6.19. As for Caden Sartain, he's going to need some redemption this game, even though he had the walk-off hit last time, because Zoe was able to record an out against him 3 times in a row. But offensively, as a team, Como Blitzball has been great. 26 runs in 4 games. They're averaging 6.5 runs per game. So We Got Ice. The key for them is pitching, and Jack Doyle needs to be sharp. Jack Doyle against non-Como teams, 5 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed, no home runs, and 1 walk. All the other offense came from that one Como game where he got 1 out and allowed 7 runs, including 2 home runs to Sammy Reazer, who has been absolutely torching them. Zoe has been doing his part though. His 4.52 ERA is below the league average, making him one of the better pitchers in the tournament, and they're going to need him to show up big once again if We Got Ice can squeak out an upset win in grand finals here. Again, this rematch should be absolutely awesome. Hopefully We Got Ice can put together a better showing this time around, but otherwise it should be a great game. I can't wait to see what happens.
Special shout out to Jolly and John Cox. They have been our numbers crunchers throughout the tournament. They have done a fantastic job. All right, Peter Moylan, final thoughts from you before we have the ball in the air?
Look, this is why we come here. This is what I've been waiting for. It's the last day. It's the final game. Today we decide who wins 10 grand. It doesn't get any more exciting for me, honestly.
Nope. Kelsey, Paxton. Kelsey, take it away.
10 grand. Yeah, I was able to catch up with Team Como before the game, who really could be using that money as college students. And they said they had 2 keys to success today. One is they're going to be more aggressive when Zoe is on the mound. The last matchup against them, they were just trying to have Zoe walk him, but he was throwing strikes. So now they're really going to try to be more aggressive. 2, they have a new coach.
Wow.
And that is Coach Trev. He will be coaching them up this game. So they feel like they have 2 special keys to success, Paxton. What about We Got Ice?
Well, that's interesting because We Got Ice, I believe, is going to be using Jimmy as their coach, which is which is really interesting if you think about it, right? And also, We Got Ice is just really leaning into this squirt gun to a knife fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going out there having fun, trying not to get in their heads, and really they're just trying to win this this Blitzball game. But also, I think they could use that $10,000 too, because last I heard their washer and dryer wasn't working right. So that might help them,
Inside info.
That's good.
Yeah.
$10,000, squirt guns. We got knives. We got Coach Trev. We got Coach Jimmy. Don't know what Jake's up to.
I haven't even seen him. Is he here? I don't even know if he's here.
I have laid eyes on him.
All right, ladies, predictions. Kelsey, we'll start with you.
I think I'm going to take We Got Ice. Oh, that was a tough one. I think I'm going to take We Got Ice. I think they learned from their matchup last time against them. I don't think we're going to see Jack get rocked like that again.
Okay.
Okay, so mine is very specific because I'm going to take Como, not because you think. It's because I picked We Got Ice in preseason, and every team that I've picked in a prediction has lost. So I'm trying to really lean into that superstition.
Okay.
I am.
Peter?
I got to go with the guys from Ice. I'm the same way. I think they've had to go to school. I think they have to learn a lot, but Jack's going to have to step up and be Jack Doyle, and I think they can win this thing.
I mean, the college kids are just rolling.
They are rolling.
They really are. They've come in here. They haven't been afraid. They say, we'll take your money. We'll stomp on your lawn. And we're running away with a victory. I think that's the way it goes, but it'll be very interesting. Paxton, Kelsey, we will see you tonight at game time. Peter Moylan, the same goes for you. Championship time, 6 o'clock Eastern. We Got Ice, Team Como. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Shady Rays pregame show.